Welcome to the Kicker Ranch. My name is Lily.
And I'm Cece. In today's video, we're going to talk about us harvesting our first chicken,
Gilbert. We chose Gilbert because his legs were a bit deformed. They were kind of like
inward.
Yeah, just like a weird. So his offsprings would just not have great. There's just not great genes to make a flock.
And he's one of 4 roosters that we have, and we only have 4 hens, so the ratio is way off. So we still have to harvest 2 more, and we're gonna end up with 1 rooster total.
We just have to know which one. My mom keeps saying that we need to find the one that's like
dominating.
The dominating one, the strong one to take care of them. So we'll let you know.
But we did name them all, so the other 3 guys are Pete, Jose, and Beso Pluma.
So we'll just see in the next couple weeks. Let's see which one becomes more dominating, which one takes care of the girls better, and then the rest will probably go. They also fight a lot.
Yes.
So that's another reason why we need to.
Yeah, and then this took us about 2 weeks to finally take care of because we're big procrastinators, and this one was actually a challenging one, it being our first time. And I didn't even do it. Lily did. I assisted her and held the body. That's as far as I got to the dispatching part.
It was rough. It was different. I've seen my mom do this many times before. However, I never have, and it was the first time. It was an experience. However, I can say I feel very accomplished. I feel like I can take care of my family now, that we can live off of our land, and it makes us feel secure that we don't have to plan properly. Obviously, we won't have to purchase any meat from the store. That's it's a big goal for us.
And the fact that we know what our chickens are eating, so that makes them organic, and with the store chickens, they're full of hormones and stuff.
We don't even know. We don't really fully know what's in there. Here, our chickens, they roam around. They all were just walking right behind the camera right now. They eat the food that we eat. We are growing them their own food. We also would like not to have so much grain in their diet. Just make it as natural as possible.
And our chickens actually do very well, and they go in the scavenger around our woods, and they always come back, and they're not as hungry. Or do you think they still eat out of our bird yard?
I feel like it's a mixture of both. Actually, a little morbid, but when I opened Gilbert's crop, it was a 50-50 mix. I would say there was some grass in there. There was some stuff that we couldn't tell what it was, but there was also some seeds. I think some of the feed in there just kind of like turned into mush, so I'm gonna assume that's what that was. But I did see a lot of greens in there. No bugs though. I did not. I also wasn't sitting there looking around.
It was a quick glance.
Yeah. So we made the decision that we were going to harvest him. And we found a tree with a branch that we felt was strong enough to hold him, and it was. We grabbed him pretty quickly. Cece took care of that part.
Yes, it's like he knew something was up because he ran all over our land. Usually I'm able to get him in the bird yard and corner him. No, he was outside the bird yard just running away, but I ended up getting him anyways.
Yeah, it's it's what we knew the life was going to be here at a ranch. We wanted to get out of the city, and we wanted to have a more natural, self-sufficient lifestyle. Just kind of get out of the rat race, if you will, and just
Literally
see
chaos out there.
literally chaos out there. And here we are in our little woods, no idea what's going on. Our electricity is limited, so we can't fully just watch TV or be on our phones all the time. So it's nice. It does help to be on our phones so that we could go on YouTube, because that is what we did to try to figure this out. Gilbert is in here. We're gonna show you guys in a minute.
And walk you guys through the whole process from how we were feeling to the actual task being done.
So Cece grabbed him, and then, man, my heart was pounding. I have never done anything like this, so I was just, but I kept telling myself that this is literally what my family in Cuba does, and I knew it. I've seen it done many times before, so it wasn't something that foreign. I just kind of scary.
Well, one thing about her is that she's a huge animal lover. So this was a tough one for her.
It was. It
But
was odd.
she went through with it like a champ. She just went for it. She told me she looked at me and told me, and then got herself together and just took care of Gilbert.
Yes. I told myself this is what stands between us and eating food that we can grow ourselves, and mental health is a big thing for us, and we want to make sure that our food it's just as natural as possible. And Gilbert was that, and I knew. I took a breath, and I looked away for a second, and then I looked back, and I killed the chicken.
And it was taken care of. Quick,
was.
after the blood was not a lot of blood.
Yeah.
It all drained into the bucket, and we were able to untie him from the branch. And
He was pretty heavy too. He was. I think afterwards he doesn't seem as big, but at the time I feel like he was very heavy.
no, I agree. When I grabbed him, he seemed heavy, and I thought one of our other roosters that's a lot bigger was supposed to be heavy, but I think he's heavier now.
Yeah. We have a bird circling our bird yard.
So, sidetracked. But we continue. So the next step, well, first we had to find a stock pot. We don't have one, so we tried to work with what we got. So we went to our storage unit and found a pressure cooker pot, and we thought it was small, so we got a second one, medium size, just in case. I thought that her submerging him, she did it pretty quick, but after hearing what her mom said, that if it was left in there a little too long, the skin would tear. It did. I noticed it too.
Yeah. It was our first time, we YouTubed it, but it's not the same as actually doing it yourself. I thought the plucking, so afterwards we dunk him in what I think was longer than 30 seconds, and then we moved him to a table, and which was where we started plucking all the feathers out. And I thought that was gonna be harder. It was actually easier than I thought. Maybe because I overcooked the skin or over whatever, but it was a lot easier to pluck out. I thought it was gonna smell more. It didn't. They're also fairly young. They're about 5 months old only. So I've seen other chickens be plucked before, and this one was a lot easier than at least what I have experienced.
I can't remember growing up. I remember like once or twice my family harvesting a chicken, but I don't remember much. but what I was prepared for was the smell. Lily mentioned there's gonna be a smell after it's stunk in the hot water, and I was not looking forward to that. But I think since we were outside and not in an enclosed kitchen, it didn't smell at all. At least I didn't smell it, but I wasn't up close with him also.
He didn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't as bad.
Because I didn't even help with her plucking the feathers out. I was just watching.
I knew she was. It was just something different for her. I definitely had more experience. I was exposed more to it. My family enjoys farm animals better than the store-bought. So they do purchase a lot of their animals out in the country, and then they have to unalive it at home. And so I knew that I had to take one for the team on this one, and it was so scary.
It was a big one, and I told her though, the next one I will do it, but if she can hold my hand.
We'll see about that.
But it defeats the purpose. I just wanted that extra support from her.
So after we pluck him, I cut up the sides. I turned it around and I had to cut the butt out and all of that area out. And I had to make sure that you don't cut the intestines or anything like that. So you want to make sure that you know what you're grabbing. Again, this was my first time, and it was fairly easy for me to distinguish what was what and where I was supposed to put my hand in. And it was just amazing to be able to watch some YouTube videos and learn something so important, more especially if you want to homestead and live off of your land. Which is why one of the reasons why we wanted to start this channel, so that we can document our experiences, which is pretty cool. It allows us to see the growth of our land without killing the storage on our phone. I could just upload it to YouTube and then see how far we've come.
Yes, and all this, we saw plenty of YouTube videos, and we thought it was going to be easier than what it is. But homesteading is actually really challenging. So we've been facing some real challenges, especially with the us having generators for electricity. That one has been a big challenge for us, but we are also adjusting to all of it. But homesteading is not easy. It's actually very hard.
Very hard. Everything is twice as heavy, twice as far. We are exhausted all the time, and we have our 17-year-old daughter. Man, you know what? She cannot wait to leave.
So she says. I feel she has adapted and the animals have grown on her and she's probably wanted to stick around more than
hence why she couldn't help me harvest
yes,
Gilbert.
She bailed on her.
She did.
100%.
Yes. So we are going to open Gilbert up and we're going to show you guys.
Yes. It's still unbelievable that we did this. But again, Lily did this. Okay. Meet Gilbert. Pretty good size.
So here's Gilbert.
Yes.
I cleaned Gilbert inside, so there is no more organs or anything. So the ones that we could keep are right in here. So in there we have the heart, the gizzard, and the kidneys, I believe. The kidneys.
We got the lighter because my mother-in-law, her mom, told us that it has thin hair like us humans. So to take a lighter and just burn them off. Because I think she even said that when you cook him, or we're gonna bake him, that they don't burn off, right? So that's why she said take a lighter. So I have my lighter ready.
Something happened to our camera. We're not sure what happened.
It's been glitching on us, so here we are on a different day.
Yes, it's been like a week. And it was great. It was a little chewy for Cece's taste.
Just a tiny bit. But so I tried the first day. I tried the breast, and then the second time that we had him, I tried the drumstick, and that one had more flavor than the breast.
Yeah, the breast was pretty small. I think he was very young. Next time maybe we could wait a little bit longer till they grow at least a little bit more.
I think that's good because these ones, our current 3 roosters, have not been fighting as much. So as the days go by, they're getting older. So that's good for us.
And bigger.
Yes, P is humongous, and he might be the #1 rooster.
He might be winning so far.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give us a like and subscribe. We're going to come out with more videos.
Our next video is going to be a nesting box for our chickens. And we made it out of a cubby. Like
out of our furniture stuff, yes. And it turned out really cute. We can't wait to show it to you guys.
Yeah, so stick around. That one's next.
Okay, guys. Thanks for kicking it with us. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.